Over to you, Dr. Shashi.
I'm going to hand over to Elsa first to introduce the session.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, Dr. Shashi and Prajwal. Dear students, we see only 9 of you on board. So, because we other students have not entered the room for the meeting, so I think for the 9 people, it might be difficult, for us to repeat again. So, what we will do is Dr. Shachi also will give you a little introduction to that, and then we go in for Monday evening after 7:30 because you have duty till almost 7 p.m. or 7:30 in the evening. So once you come back, then you can join from your mobile, and that's how we can do the RST, the rapid screening test. So because only for 9 people, it might be again, time consuming for all of us on board. So please see that your friends check their mail also and also WhatsApp. So we will send you also to WhatsApp. I did send you a group, but there are no responses coming in. But I see only 9 of you on board. So we will repeat it on Monday at 7:30 p.m. So we'll send you beforehand via your mobile number as well as through your email ID. So please tell your friends to check their email ID as well as check their mobile for Monday program at 7:30. Over to you, sir.
Prajwal, are we live?
Yes.
Yes, we are live. We are live.
Okay, okay. So because I can't see the feed on this side, that's why I can't see any live on this side.
I see it. I have checked it.
Okay, okay, okay.
We are
That's
live. Yes.
right. That's fine. So long as you are happy, then I'm going to. Right. So good morning, everyone from UK, or good afternoon in Manipal in India, wherever you are. And thank you. I think first and foremost thing is I want to thank Professor Elsa for giving me the opportunity to come and speak to you again. It is not my first session. We have done it several times. Before even I start this, I just want to give an apology because there's some degree of lack of communication in terms of when the session going to be. I don't believe we don't have many people logged into YouTube to watch this session. So obviously I've taken that on board. Just like what Professor Elsa said, I'm going to do another session on Monday. That will be at 7:30 p.m. Indian time. And I will talk about the similar process of initial assessment of English language capabilities. So I'm just going to share the screen first. Hello, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see the screen. It's visible. Can you please go on present mode?
Tell me, is it on the present mode now?
Not yet, sir.
Got a bit of a problem with my internet. I don't know why today. Right. Tell me when it is on the present mode.
We can see a blank screen now. Actually, can you please try to stop the present view and start again?
Right. Okay. Stop. Just a minute. Try again. So let me try again. Prajwal, is it still a problem?
It's not in the present view, but you can start actually. I mean, we can see almost a full screen of your presentation.
Right, okay. Let me stop sharing once again and see whether it will come back. I think I can just see more than one screen. Yeah, I know why it's happening. Right, one more time I'm going to try. If it doesn't, I'll just proceed with this. Yeah, it is refusing to go to present mode. Hmm. So there's been an issue on this side. So I need to bring back the presentation again. Prajwal, is it
Shall
still live on the YouTube?
Yeah, this is live in YouTube.
Okay.
Shall I share it from my side, the presentation?
No, I've made some changes today. That's why I was trying to do
Okay,
that. Right.
okay.
One second. I have some issues with the internet actually here today.
If you can post it on YouTube, I mean WhatsApp, I'll take it up and share it again.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry for those of you watching from on the YouTube and elsewhere. I do have a problem with the internet. So I'm just going to, I have got my video ready. So I'm going to use that as a means of presentation first. But before I do that, let me just give you some idea about this. So as many of you are aware, we are in collaboration with Manipal Nursing College through the MAHE in terms of providing English coaching and support for interview, asking, and other things. Okay, this we started almost more than 2.5 years ago now, and the first batch was coached last year, and second batch is already undergoing a coaching this year. We just started uh, 10 days ago. So what the next process we are going to employ is to think about how we can support English language coaching from year one onwards. So this is an opportunity for all those nurses who are in final year due to give examination before February, and those nurses who are also likely to do examination in 2021, and many other nurses from year one onwards. Okay, the first important thing we are going to be doing is what is known as a rapid assessment of English language skills. So what this does is it gives us a idea about the level of English you are in and what we need to do in terms of uh, providing support for that, how to design various systems in terms of trying to make sure we are providing appropriate coaching at the appropriate level. So the first and foremost thing is, Prajwal, if you have the presentation from before, if you can share it, that will be better.
Just a minute. Doctor, I don't have the presentation for this.
Anyway, it opened up now, so I'm just going to try and share it. It's just opening up, so I'm just going to be able to share this now. Can you see my presentation now?
I can see the present. Yeah, it's in present mode also. Yes.
Excellent. So,
Yeah, we can see.
right. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Shashi. I'm the deputy, I'm an anesthetist by background. I'm the deputy lead for the quality for Global Training Education Center, and I'm at Global Medical Problem. I also have a role in the university. I'm honorary senior lecturer at Edgell University. So first and foremost thing is, this is our motto. This is the motto which is commonly shared between all the different organizations, including MAHE. We are here to identify talents, and we don't know, we believe everybody is capable of achieving and reach the full potential, and we don't see failure as a failure. Rather, we look at the success part of the failure and try and recognize what can be improved. So if you are with us, that's what we're going to do. We are here to support you, and we don't give up. Right? The only person who can give up is you. So that's our motto for all these things. So some of you have joined on the YouTube, and that's important. I'm going to be looking at doing this session again on Monday. So what I'm going to do is to, first and foremost thing is, talk about rapid assessment test. The test which I was talking about earlier is the test which we'll do to recognize the level of English you are in, so that we can tailor our training and education for you. So I will take you through the example video of the test. Then I will take some question and answer. Please put your questions on the chat. And then if you're not installed the English Score app, I will show you where you can install it. And I will then talk about a little bit about the next steps. So I'm just going to share my video next. So I'm going to do a new share, and I'm going to take you through the how to take a test. Right. The first and foremost thing you need to do is to install English Core application. So we will show you, we'll send you link about how you can install the English Core app. It needs to be installed on your mobile phone, either Android or Apple, whichever phone you got, it will work. So once you done install the application, if you open up the application, the first video, first screen you're going to get is this, what you can see. Prajwal, can you confirm that you can see the English Score screen on the?
Yeah, yes, it's visible. British Council English Score.
Okay. So when you get this, the first thing you need to do is to, let me get a spotlight, is to click on get started. Because you haven't got an account, you need to open an account. So you click on that. So it will ask you for your email address, and you create a password, and then you click on sign up. That's me signing up for this. Okay, this is a test which I took. Without any preparation, I just went and did this test. So you click on sign up and it will load. And it will ask you a question about tell us your level. It doesn't matter what level you pick. I would suggest you pick intermediate. Just pick intermediate, that's fine. Then click on carry on further. So for this question, just pick I'm a student. That's fine. It doesn't matter what you click. Just click on that I'm a student. So if you click on next, then it will show you various different offers. Ignore all the offers. You don't need that. Then it will say it has got 3 parts. You need to do the test. The test has 3 parts. It takes 30 to 40 minutes long. So now it will then go through a checking process. Make sure you can hear the sound. If you can't hear the sound, click on no. Don't proceed until you get your sound sorted. So if you can hear the sound, click yes. So it will then check your video. So you need to allow the camera. So it will pick up an window. Go back a bit. So you need to allow the camera. So it will pick up a pop-up will come. You should say okay. On iPhone, it might open up your setting window. You need to allow English code to access the camera. To make sure you do this, and when you allow that, your should need to come. Okay. The next one is once you've done that, you are ready to go to start the test. So what I'm going to ask is, because you're new to English core, you're not used to this app, I'm going to ask you to do one practice test and followed immediately by a test with a code. So it's important to do that. The code you're going to put in will give me an indication about where you're coming from. So for example, you're coming from MAHE, I will recognize that you are coming from MAHE, so that we can tailor and what we need to do in terms of planning the next steps. So for the first time, you click on the start test. Click on the start test. Like I said, it has got 3 different variety of questions. The first one is a lot of questions on grammar and vocabulary. The questions are easier to do first and it becomes a little more complex. So you just need to pick up. So you need to complete the sentence with appropriate word. The company is losing a lot of money. So I put, as you know. So the next one is hair appointment. Is anybody available tomorrow afternoon? I would like to get a haircut if possible. So you get series of this kind of questions and you answer by picking up one of the words. Usually only 3 choices. So as you can see on the top, you can see my video and the time you got left. So I'm going to fast forward quite a bit now. I'm going to go to the second one, which is the reading element, which it will do. The first one is grammar vocabulary. Second one is reading. So reading, it will ask you to read a paragraph and then choose the best heading for the paragraph. So you're given time to read that and you just need to pick up the best heading you think is the right one. So this is the first one. In a job market with hundreds of applicants for one post, how can you make sure that you stand out? By writing a good CV and cover letter. Not anymore. Nowadays, many job searches happen through various agency websites. The problem with these is that they want your information presented in a way. So you need to read. So I put selling yourself to the modern market. So once you've done the reading, the last bit you get is the listening. So very important for you to know that you can listen to the conversation twice. So you're allowed to listen. So to listen to the conversation, you first need to click on the play button. You'll hear. So then the first bit is what they're talking about and what the question is. So we need to understand this. Read the question, read what the conversation is about, and read the question and pick up the appropriate answer. So this is a man and a woman talking about holidays, and what kind of holiday activity would the man's wife prefer this year. So it is a conversation between husband and wife, and they're talking about what kind of holiday they need to book. So you listen to that and you pick up what exactly they are talking about. So once you finish this listening, so you can see it's usually 30 seconds audio you're going to listen and you need to pick up. So that's the last part of the test. So once you finish, just wait for this to finish and I can talk to you about what is going to happen next. The test is complete, then it will give you a score. So a couple of things you need to do when the test is complete. Get your screenshot of this score and send it to us. The first time you're doing it is a practice. We don't want that. We need the one with the code. The code will be given to you, and the code is, Prajwal, tell me the code, please.
1 second. That is RGU F 25 SK. RGUF 25 SK.
So that's the code you need to use. So I'll tell you where you need to put that in. That's the code you need. Let me get that again in a second. So it's important. So the place you need to put that code is, let me just see whether I can bring it back. The first time is a practice test. Second time you're going to solve it. So I'm going to stop there. So you need to, second time when you're doing this, you need to put this code. I have a connect code. If you click on that, put that code and do the test. And when you finish the test, you will then get a answer that what is your score. We need that. And then you also get a form to fill. Prajwal, can you put that form or send the form link to everybody? What the form does is it will take your name, your email address, your mobile number, and which college you have come from. The most important things are where you are referred from. The most important thing is that is important one, very important, where which college you're coming from. And the last bit of the information which is key is your score, where we can think about what we need to do. So I'm going to stop sharing for a minute and I'm going to take some questions before I move, and then I move on to the next bit of the presentation. Right. Prajwal, are there any questions anywhere in the website?
Currently, there are no questions. I'll put a message there to ask them. Yes.
We still got only 9 people there.
We have 11. It was 14 in between. Now we have 11.
Okay. Right. So going further then.
Sashi sir, Elsa here.
Yeah.
Could you just tell them also that how many times they can try with a code, not more than 2, otherwise they get debarred. So that also they suddenly they may try so many times.
No. Well, yeah. So you can take one practice test, one test, real test. And if you take more than once with the code, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'll take you out of the honesty is very important. I just need to know. I'm not here to judge whether you pass or fail. Everybody will get support. Everybody will get some kind of coaching. That's what I'm going to talk about next. Okay. So it doesn't help that by making 5, 6 attempts, you get your score up and you join the coaching and you're not going to pass the exam. You're not going to do that. So we have different levels of coaching for each one of you. So be honest, give us the best. Please don't try to cheat the system. I'll know, because if you take more than 1 attempt, I'll immediately get a notification that you're taken. So you won't. So even if you take 10 times, the first attempt you're taken, the time, that's what the score I'm looking at when you're going further. So no point in doing that. And don't keep trying the practice test either. Even then even that I can monitor based on your name and the email address. And I do have the access to your face. So please don't make me show the bad part of Shashi. I'm here to support you. Right. The next bit. What happens next? So this is the one which we have said we're going to send you. English Score app. You go to this website or you will get a link. So if you search in the Google Play Store, English Score, it is there. We will also send you the link for the app on the WhatsApp. Prajwal will send it to you. Use that. So this is our English school in MAHE, which we already started. So what is going to happen? So things we are going to do is this. Number one, you look at your score. It's not 470. I don't know where it's 4,700. No, let me which that. Right, let me. So those who score more than 470 and you are completed final year, before the February 2021 have already started nursing school registration are those who are doing MSc or anyone who is due to appear in the exam. They are eligible to join a rapid 16 weeks intense coaching class. Okay. So you get 16 weeks intense coaching. You work in a group of 10 and 12. It's very, very important. I want you to listen carefully that this is an interactive lesson. We're looking at improving your English. You're looking at improving your reading, listening, and speaking element. And we are also trying to improve your communication skills, which is part of your ASCII examination. I do understand there are internet problems in India, but the best form of teaching happens when you interact. You need to interact between people in a Google Classroom. You need to be willing to give us 3 hours a week for the on class sessions. So you got a lesson, 3 lessons every week, plus each 3-hour lesson will come with about 2 hours of homework. So you work, and during the lesson, it's important for you to keep your video on and interact. That's how you learn better. Okay, that's important. Okay, it's also important that the teacher knows who she is talking to, and it'll help you further. We're not just doing it because we like to see somebody's face. It is because there is a purpose in that we need to make sure it happens. So you pay for the test, you will get a incentive when you join the NHS, when you come and join the NHS. That's what happens. So what about those people who are in final year now, due to the examination in September or May or October next year? So irrespective what your score is, we'll give you, number one, free study resources. So there are a lot of resources. We already got a group with resources. English class to guide self-study. This is a class on Friday every week. So you also will get one lesson every week. Access to some of the video recording of intense coaching class. The English teacher will recognize which needs to be done. She will do that. Then what happens is every 3 months. So let's say there are some people who are complete a final year, but they're not able to get a score of 470. Or those people doing exam in May. So we are do repeat exams every 3 months. So even though I put a score of 370 to 450, it is not excluded. We'll do it for everyone because sometimes people do surprises. The amount of work, amount of engagement they put in. Somebody might move very, very quickly from 300 up. So we want to catch all of them. You're going to repeat the test. And if you, after repeating the test, if you score more than 470, we'll then start another group of coaching. So if you score less than 470, we'll go back self-study. So to give you a rough idea, anybody who's got a score less than 300, it takes good 18 months to 2 years to get them to the level of 470. So more often we see that somebody who's in year 1 or 2 who are in that level, by the time we quote them, they'll be ready to do their exam with the final year exam and finish that. But if there somebody is between 300 to 450, that can vary. So it depends on how well you are prepared, how much time you're going to put in. If you use our resources, which you attend our class regularly and do the work, between 3 to 6 months, you may be able to reach this score and you will be able to get into this coaching. So this is available for everyone. So you need to show in. So you're not going to do me a favor by joining the class. If you want it, please join. If you don't want it, it doesn't matter. There's no force. So because we had some conversation with the 60 students who did the test, there are some attitude being shown in the last couple of days that some of the people feel they are joining for this to do a favor. We're not asking for anybody favor. If you want help, if you want to join NHS, that's we are here to help you. Right. Any more questions? Prajwal, look at the chat box and see whether any questions. I know there may be a lag before the questions come in.
As of now, there is no question there. I'm posting it again.
Elsa, madam?
Yes, Prajwal.
Are we okay with that?
Yeah, fine. Sir, I think we need to send them in advance so that we could do that.
Yeah. Was it clear what I just said?
Prajwal, in that list we have given first, second, third, and final years. So
Yeah.
I'll add on to that the masters also as basic, and then you'll have to send mail to each one of them. Okay. Plus,
Sure, ma'am. We can send that. Yes.
Yeah, I'll inform them also to their class coordinator, and then you do one thing, sir. Sashi sir,
Yeah.
one common instruction if you can send, I'll send with the link along with that.
Say that again. I missed that completely.
Like when you send a link, one little bit of introduction and then some write up about this, so that when I send to the first year, second, and the third, they should be able to understand, because I'll be sending to the class coordinators. I
Yeah.
don't have direct access to them.
The two
So
things I'm doing, Elsa. One is a little video about how the English code test works. Second one is that I'll write up about what the various steps which they need to do.
yes, sir. And I'll also inform them by via WhatsApp. And sir, if when Prajwal is making the link, I mean the list of the students in the group, I think he can send also some of these videos, and when they should announcement on when they should log in, and all that details, little bit of detail. Because if you just send the link, they don't understand sometimes. So I have to keep explaining. So sometimes I don't have direct access to the students. They and their only class coordinators will have access to them. So again, I'll have to go another round. So instead of that, once you have all the email ID and the WhatsApp group for the batch 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, you can put MCON 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Then we'll be able to send them all those required materials prior to uh, registering that,
Okay,
prior to the
excellent.
session.
Okay, Elsa, we'll do that. So any questions there before you stop the broadcasting of this on the YouTube?
I don't see any there.
How many people ended up coming there today?
So I thank the students who have come. I know on this actually for Manipal it's a holiday, and I really appreciate students coming up even on their holidays. And hopefully they can. They have already listened to you, sir. So I'm sure they will try. They do the trial and then use a code and do the test, and then they will definitely email you back. So if you can write to them, sir, your email ID and your mobile number on the screen, they'll be able to take down. Or if the student can contact me, that also is fine.
Yeah.
These
Prajwal,
students who are on board, maybe the passed
I
out
think
batch.
we can share our details there.
Yes,
yeah.
you can share your details so that they'll mail you back, sir. Because there's this may be students who have
Sure.
already passed out also.
Yeah. So Prajwal, actually the list has in the email. I've just put it on the WhatsApp. That's where it is. But I'll also share that. Right, you can stop the live cast, isn't it? Can I?